Alright, round 3 against Seaman Rock. Let's see if we can stop that loss streak. I think this hand's good enough. We have a Brainstorm. We have Lightning Bolt. I'm going to lead on Grove here. If they are playing a Wasteland deck, I probably want my Grove wasted here rather than my Blue Source. And I don't want to cast Brainstorm until probably turn 3 if I can help it. This also lets me bolt something if they have like a turn 1 play. Okay, Blue-Red Delver. I'm not incredibly excited about bolting this. That makes me feel a little bit better. I'm just going to bolt that now. Bolting it, main phase player on Dazed Spell Pierce. I didn't want to bolt it because it's important to be able to tag Young Pyromancer and the other 2-drop guy. What's it called? Not Bedlam Reveler, Dreadhorde Arcanist, but I think I just wanted to buy time because of the structure of my hand. Okay. I wonder if this is another Delver. Is this mono blue? Are they playing Blood Moon or Back to Basics or something? I wonder. It's unclear. A little strange that they would go for 2 islands so quickly. In game 1. In game 2, right, this would scream Blood Moon, but I'm a little unsure at this point what's going on. Okay, so let's draw our card. I'm going to Brainstorm. Let's put it back like this. We would like to probably Punishing Fire something and then play Dak. But we'll see what they do. I'm pretty afraid of like Blood Moon and Back to Basics right now, actually. And my hand is not set up to beat it. I strongly considered not even casting the Brainstorm there for exactly that reason. Wasteland. Yikes. Okay. That's one of the good things about Grove, is that sometimes it saves your blue sources. I'm not like super excited to play this into a Daze, but like if they draw a Wasteland, then it's just stuck. So I think I'm a little bit priced into doing this. Yeah, I mean it sucks, but like what else am I gonna do? There's the mountain. Okay. So they don't have a 2-mana threat, which is kind of nice. It makes me a little worried about something like True Name Nemesis coming down, or again, Blood Moon, Back to Basics, these kinds of cards. Ponder's a good one. Looking for some more mana. Oko will be fine, but since they're not pressuring me, I don't actually feel like I should be playing into Daze anymore. They haven't had the Wasteland. They haven't done anything, which strongly leads me to believe that they have like soft counters or counters. Basically, no pressure, at least. So until they present some pressure, we can sort of chill. But yeah, our hand is not very good at fighting Delver. We definitely need to draw like a couple more lands so we can start deploying threats through Daze. And I'll just throw a Punishing Fire at that. This card is very very low impact, so throwing Punishing Fires at it feels good. And if this eats a Daze, that's fine. If this eats a Force, oh my god, that's super fine. Probably just gonna throw a P-Fire at it, but I'll let it flip. Okay, Chain Lightning. That's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to bounce this, probably during their end step. Unless they play another threat, then I'll deluge everything. Yeah, so end step, bounce this, and then on my turn I'll play Oko probably. Oh, that's fine. Get rid of their clock. I basically don't want them to be able to pressure this Oko. I want this Oko to do more than just like gain 6 life. Sure. Let's name Human. Get in for some points. And then we'll play Oko. And they've had to use quite a few counterspell resources so far. I don't know that they play Spell Pierce. It looks like they're conceding. So we got there once. Excellent. Okay. So it's a little bit different than Grixis Delver. We want more Pyroblast. We don't want Veil. And we want Hydroblast just the same. Cards we still don't want Thoughtseize really. And we're going to cut one Jace and one Dak because they're too vulnerable. At least one Force, probably 2 Forces. No, Brazen Borrowers. I think worse. Oh, and we want Leo as well. So maybe another Force. Okay, we'll try it like that. Yeah, I like Veil against Grixis because they play Thoughtseize in addition to the counterspells, but like Blue-Red just plays the counters. Although we saw that they were probably playing 10 free counterspells in their Game 1 configuration. This is a little bit sketch because it has to get Badlands if we want to Pyroblast. That's nice. I'm still going to lead on it though. Maybe I should have led Delta, I don't know. I will probably Pyroblast a Brainstorm here. Yeah, I think it's fine. They don't have a ton of like super high impact stuff. This is kind of a weird play if they're like not missing lands, so yikes. Let's go with Delta. Yeah, Dreadhorde Arcanist is very good. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 7, 9, 10-ish answers to Dreadhorde Arcanist, so not having one is kind of unfortunate, but we could get buried from this card. It is not a fast clock though, so if we can make some of their cards just not matter, or if we can trade 2 for 1 for some of their cards, then we're going to be okay, but otherwise it looks like we're in for a rough one. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Wishing I had the Badlands in hand. Alright, this is gonna get, I guess, an Underground. That was bad. I should have played the Swamp and fetched another Trop, but this is where we're at. Okay. That pitched it, that got rid of a cantrip, so it's not clear how good this will be. Like, if all this does is 3 extra damage, I think that's okay. Currently their hand is Lightning Bolt XX. And we're gonna go, so we're at effective 3, 4. We're at effective low. 7. Okay, so we're dead to another Bolt. I think this is actually the play. This plays around Daze. It's going to take us a little while longer to get this off the board. And it's not doing anything right now. Ugh, gross. I guess if they find a Bolt, we're dead. But we were dead either way. To a Bolt. No shuffle. Young Pyroman. Okay, so we're gonna go to 6. This will hit us for 4 down to 2, so we're not just dead, but we're pretty close. That Wasteland is proving to be quite good. Alright, down to 1. They can eat the Delta out of our hand next turn if they want. not just dead to days, but yeah, we're not in a good spot here. Yeah, this Dreadhorde Arcanist has drawn like 4 cards. 3 cards. That'll do it. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's why, you know, it's good to have a ton of answers to the Dreadhorde Arcanist. We drew 1, but it was too late. He already got value off of it and he had the counter. Okay. I think I'm gonna run it back. Yeah. Alright. So if we lose this, at least every single match has been pretty close. Gone to 3 games at least. If we win this, yay, first dub. This is fine. We have answers to problematic threats. Brainstorm, Punishing Fire. Yeah, the sand is just quite good. We've got mana and answers. Opponents thinking long and hard about their decisions. Maybe I should be thinking harder about my decisions. I have 25 minutes to use, but I don't know. I feel like there were a few decision points against our match against Grixis Delver that could have been different. Like playing the deck into days was maybe not ideal, but I felt pressured and I was locked. Not so much pressured by life total, but pressured by mana. Because if they drew another Wasteland, I was just sitting there. But you know, that's one of the things about Delver is like you play with imperfect information, and sometimes playing around days is like the best thing that, or is like the best mode of days is like playing around the days that isn't there. That's fine. Yeah, I'll play into a Spell Pierce. I have a lot of removal spells. Force of Will. Good to know that they have that. I wonder if they will actually burn a Force of Will on this. That would be interesting. Not saying wrong, but we'll see how that play goes if they make it. Then, if they do counter it, I'm probably fetching Basic Island and drowning the Delver. And then I can brainstorm the following turn looking for green source for trophy. At least that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. If they daze this, probably the same plan. I don't want to trophy early on if they are missing land drops. Against Grixis it's fine, against blue-red because they have a bunch of basics it's less ideal. Delver down. Alright. If they're locked, that is really good for me. And I will probably counter like Ponder or anything like that. Oh, Wasteland. Alright, well I will definitely try to counter that. Alrighty. And I probably do want to play this land. This way I can brainstorm and cast it, and potentially cast a 3 next turn. So they did end up using a lot of resources to protect that, which is probably okay for me. That was a pretty nice one. This is nice for 2 reasons. One, if Punishing Fire is good, we get to Punishing Fire stuff. But 2, if Punishing Fire is not good, we get to shuffle it away. We basically played a land, so we progressed our mana, and we also effectively drew a card with it, so that our Brainstorm is more powerful. We'll probably hold on to that. Let's Brainstorm here. I'm actually going to pitch both Punishing Fires, I think. They have used... Yeah, I think I can pitch both Punishing Fires pretty safely here. And then we're just going to look for Velocity. Just not those cards. Snapcaster's good though. Especially because with their cantrips, because they saw the Punishing Fire, they're going to almost certainly be like shuffling away Delvers and Young Pyromancers and stuff because they're bad against Punishing Fire. You know, now we're kind of wishing we kept one, but if this eats a Pyroblast, that's okay. If it eats a Force, that's super, super okay. I expect this to eat a counter if they have one. Yeah. Because, like I said, they expect that we have a Pyroblast. I left open the Grove to make it look more like we have a Pyroblast. Okay. This is going to name Wizard. That's pretty good. This is gonna be tough. This thing going all the way is super unlikely. That's good. At least Brainstorm is a lot worse when Blood Moon is in play. I was definitely supposed to play the Snapcaster and just didn't. That was a huge mistake. I don't know what I was thinking. that was, I think, the best possible draw. Man, better lucky than good sometimes, I guess. If they find like Bolt plus Dreadhorde, we're in trouble. Basically Lightning Bolt is just huge trouble. No shuffle, okay, into Preordain, I imagine bottom, okay. That's like slightly better than a shuffle. That's good. I'm looking for Force of Will basically here, or Island. Super, super lucky to win that. Holy crap. Yeah, misplayed pretty poorly by not playing the Snapcaster into the Blood Moon. But luckily we were able to win anyway. Alright, so yeah, learn from my mistakes. And I will see you for the next one.